Hi, I didn't see you there. Of course I did. So, I was about to title this video Opinions No One Asked For, but I thought to myself that then I won't get views. I won't get views in this anyways, but let's not take chances. Hello everyone, this is just a quick disclaimer that this mic right here is not working. I'm just using this because I wanted to pretend that I am a big YouTuber and my opinions are credible when really they are not at all. So everything that I say in this video, please take that with a grain of salt. And yeah, let's get started with this.
I come from an India that is going to watch this and say, this isn't stand-up comedy, where is the goddamn joke? And yet I come from an India that will watch this and know that there is a gigantic joke, it just isn't funny.
Good, pretty good. I just went through the video once again, and yeah, I really did not do any sort of research. This is like a purely opinion-based video. It's 12/8 on 18th of November, and I woke up to see a lot of controversy going around VIR Das, and VIR Das being my favorite comedian, I was really interested in it. So I thought I'd make a video about it because why? Because my boards are just 2 weeks away, and I thought I'd use this time productively by not studying at all. Amazing. So I have no idea what I'm even gonna say in this video, but like I'll just be addressing some points that I came across on Twitter and in the comment section of this video. They're pretty interesting. Let's address all of those. Also, just throughout this video, just keep in mind that I'm a 17-year-old who has not seen the world at all. So if I say anything wrong, please don't burn my house down. Okay, let's start with an amazing, if I start this video with an amazing quote, that would make me a totally credible YouTuber, So let's start. The further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those that speak about it. By George Orwell. Okay, you know what? We ain't starting with any quotes. We're just directly gonna address the video. So VIR Das performed a stand-up comedy set at the Kennedy Center. Now the Kennedy Center is really famous. Okay, like big people, like big names in stand-up comedy as well as music have performed there, and it's kind of a big deal. Now in this video, in this poem of his, he's talking about two Indias. Okay, and so the first India is the India that he likes, and the other one is that just contradicts everything that he likes, which is nice. Now I will say that the poem itself as a poem is not too great of a poem, honestly. Like I've seen quite a lot of poems like this. It was nothing too special, but it's just amazing that VIR Das used a platform as big as that to address all of these problems. And with that being said, the first problem that I saw in the YouTube comments was he did not have to do this in a foreign soil. He could have said this in India. Well, if he said this in India, the stage would have been burned down. I don't know. I don't know. What happened with Munawar Farooqi, probably something like that would have happened with him. Probably. I don't know if he had said this in India. So it's nice that he didn't do this in India, Nothing else, honestly. Okay, so now I'll just be addressing each and every point in the poem, and we'll just go through the problems that people have with those lines. Sounds interesting, right? I know. So, firstly, AQI 9000. I saw so many comments, oh my god. Okay, I almost had this heated discussion in the YouTube comments of this video with a random ass guy. Okay, let's see his name, Okay, his name is A. Literally A. That's it. God, okay. Since he's talking nonsense only to defame India and foreign soil? According to him, all men are rapists? And what about AQI 9000? That is not possible. Of course. If, I don't know too much of science, but if the AQI in India was 9000, I don't know. We probably couldn't be able to breathe like right now too. I'm not really. I'm someone with a lot of breathing problems. I'm not able to breathe too nicely when I go out. So, and that's like at around 500 AQI. So I don't know what 9,000 AQI would look like. So that's insane. That's really insane. Now, for those of you who didn't get it, AQI 9,000 is probably just, I don't care. No. AQI 9. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's see. India AQI 9,000. If it's like actually true or it was just an exaggeration. Comes from an India where AQI is now. Okay, it's like everything is about VIR Das here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. He comes from. I cannot find anything related to 9,000 here. New Delhi, 6 November, the AQI of New Delhi touched 530, which is insane. 530 is a lot. I don't know, like London AQI. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. It's 21. Oh my god, that's insane. Anyways, AQI 9,000 was just used as a form of exaggeration to make a point, okay? And for everyone who didn't get it, I don't know. Like, that was pretty obvious. I don't know. The next point that like everyone is talking about, like not everyone, like the person that I sort of debated with in the YouTube comments, he was talking about this. According to him, all men, including his father in India, are rapists. They worship women in day and gang rape in night. Don't mislead people. Where do you find AQI 9,000? Oh right, why is he not talking about US rape number? Even population of India is... Okay, something. Number even population of US is 1/4 of India. Why is not share good thing about India? See, first of all, you cannot always like every time that you speak up something, you do not also simultaneously have to give a blowjob to the person you're talking about. I cannot always be like, yo, my friend, you are wrong, but also you're really nice. It doesn't work like that. You like, okay, I don't know. So the main point is that we worship women and then we gang RAPE. I don't think I can say like the actual word because YouTube might shadow ban me. I'm a channel of 200 subscribers. YouTube doesn't care about me, okay? So we worship women. So first of all, I was watching Prakhar Gupta's live stream from Prakhar Ke Pravachan and he talked about this too. And what it basically is, why he mentioned this, is probably because if you see most other religions in the world, from Christianity to Islam to Sikhism to Jainism to Buddhism, everywhere like the main god is a man, okay? And you can say that in Hinduism that holds true too, because like probably the big three gods are Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, but you also have to remember that Mahesh has his wife who's also a goddess and Vishnu has his wife who's also a goddess. So that way I think like it's just like totally a random figure, but if there are 100 gods in Hinduism, there probably are like at least 50 goddesses, probably. So in that way, we probably are the only religion that, you know, celebrates women, goddesses in a way that I don't think any other religion does. I mean, of course, there are women in Greek mythology, but no one is playing those gods, I guess, hopefully. Anyways, and then we rape them at night. So I just said rape. God, I'm getting shadow banned. I'm never gonna get views. Amazing. Okay. See, this point where this guy who was arguing with me, he said that US rape numbers are higher. Honestly, they probably are. But that probably, okay, this is just like a theory, a hypothesis. That probably is because most rapes in India, they're not filed. Like everyone, you and I know this. If there is a molestation case, if there is a sexual harassment case, those people do not file those cases, you know. Especially in rural areas, that's like, I don't think a lot of people are filing those sort of cases, but I've personally seen this in urban areas too, where people are just too afraid to just go to the police and tell them, you know what, write this FIR, this happened to me, and all of that. But yeah, that is one part of the problem. But the other part of the problem that this guy totally ignores, the one that was arguing with me, is that it is not about the sheer number of rapes or like sexual related assaults, probably. If that's like a weird way to put it, probably, but it is about the culture that surrounds it, right? Probably the rape number in US is higher, but let's be real. I think, and I'm just presuming it. I've never been to the US. I've never been anywhere outside of India. But women can go out in night, and it's not like a very big deal. But really, if you live anywhere else, like if you live anywhere in India other than Mumbai, you probably, as a woman, are not too confident about life when you go out at night, and that's just sad. If you have a sister, or if you have ever been out with your mother in places like, small mandi markets or something like that, you've probably seen it yourself. Okay, let's be real. But anyways, VIR DAS says that we scoff at sexuality but have a population of over 1 billion. That's totally true. I'm 17 and I've never had a proper conversation about anything sexual related. If my parents watch this video ever, I don't know what the reaction will be. I'll just probably unsubscribe.
Myself from their phone. Losing 2 subscribers. Oh my god.
Do I want to make that sacrifice? I don't know. Okay, and that's true. Like, we have a population of like 1.4 billion almost, which is almost as big as China, and that's insane because wow, adults don't do sex in India. Of course they don't. Like, just pretend they don't. Like, I don't know. Okay, the next point that VIR DAS goes on to address is the line where he says that we all laugh very loudly in our houses, but if we hear laughter inside a comedy club, referring to Munawar, what am I doing? Munawar, we burn the comedy club down. And respect to VIR DAS for addressing this on an international stage. I think people should know about it. The level of repression and the suppression of voice in general in India is truly insane. I think it was during the CAA and RC time when I think a couple of journalists were put in jail in the Assam region because they were reporting the truth. Now that happens all the time in countries like China, probably. Okay, I've heard stories, I've seen BBC documentaries. It probably is true, probably is not, I don't know. But that happening in my own country, that just scares me a bit. Yeah, that's sad. And that is what VIR DAS was trying to basically talk about in this. I'm just sort of like making an explanation video for the masses probably. कि VIR DAS बोल क्या रहा था इस video में. I probably should have made this in Hindi. In Hindi. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about the next point in Hindi. And it is about old leaders. VIR DAS says that India, we have the biggest working population in the entire world. Okay, the biggest population under 30, and yet we are led by leaders who are like really, really old. And by really old, I mean like 71 and 76. Then he talks about PM care funds, and I really do not want to talk about it because I personally do not know a lot about it. Okay, then he talks about, this is like a line that I really liked, which talks about how we drove out the British, but we still call the government the ruling party. It was a line that hit like really, really hard. Amazing job. If VIR DAS by any chance sees this, amazing job. And this is like probably one of my favorite lines. Okay, it's about how we are so proud of being vegetarian, but yet we run over our farmers. I really had the image of the video where that jeep runs over all of these farmers, and I really had goosebumps at this point in the video. Like, it was amazing. Okay, I do not even want to talk about this too much because then I'll be reminded of that video. I do not want to be. Okay, like really, really great line. And the last point that probably I want to address is petrol. See, petrol in India is like really, really expensive. It touched 100 rupees per liter. And that is really, really high. You know why? Because I was doing a bit of research right now, and I found out that a liter of petrol in the US costs just under $1, 0.993 USD. And that equates to around 65 rupees. Okay. Now the problem with that is the average income of an American household. The median household income was $67,521 in 2020. उससे पहले एक साल पहले it was almost 70,000 in 2019. It decreased a bit in 2020 due to the pandemic. It's the median household income of almost 70K. The price of petrol, like we use petrol on a daily, okay, like everything, like, I don't know, this is not plastic probably. This keyboard right here, this is plastic, and plastic is made out of, plastic is made in cars, everything. So like the price of petrol affects the overall prices of everything almost, I guess. So that's really weird. Okay, it's under $1. Now if I search the average income of an Indian household, I'm getting like really weird figures, which is like amazing, because every time I'm trying to find some sort of data related to Indian income, it just never shows something solid. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of different figures. The annual per capita income of Indian households is 44,000, but the per capita income, no one uses that because we also have quite a few billionaires, so that just evens out, that just increases the per capita income. Cody.com says that the average monthly wage in India is 32,800, okay, which is around $430. Now even if we assume that it's like around 35,000, okay, that is still $500 a month, and that is $6,000 a year, and we are paying $1.5 for petrol a liter. Now by that just seems quite unfair. I don't know if, like, whatever I said, if you even registered that, but to me, seeing all of this data, it just seems really, really unfair to me. And yeah, like, it was a great line when he said that, you know, we are Hindus and Muslims and Sikhs and Christians and Jains and Buddhists probably. Oh my god, I suck. Okay, but whenever we all look up to the sky, all we see is petrol prices. Nice line. Hi, this is Rudra only, but from the future. It's 1 o'clock here. I was recording that video at 12. I was rewatching it and I realized that I missed a really important point. You know what? The economy. And that's pretty messed up right now. And you can blame the pandemic for it, to a large degree, in fact, because the whole world has been hit, and like in extreme ways. You have to realize is that the Indian economy was like slowly deteriorating even before that. And like the point that I wanted to bring out here, like to the 50 people that are watching my video, all of these culture wars, that, you know what, this joke is really offensive to me, and we are just trying to attack these small problems because I think most of us are too afraid, or just do not have the knowledge to approach the bigger problems that are actually affecting most of us. Most people, the level of students going abroad to study, leaving India, is insane. Do you know why? Because we do not have jobs, we do not have great institutions. Yes, they have to settle for subpar education, okay, and even after they get that education, they have to settle for subpar jobs where they're underemployed. Like, the levels at which our economy is messed up is insane, and I just wanted to bring that point out because good lines, really good lines. But I'll just like say this just to balance out the whole video. There were quite a few lines that I probably did not understand, but
I think I'm decently well equipped to understand most poetry, especially in this form. Probably I cannot understand really deep as poetry, but in this form I can. And
like those lines where he was like, you know, our music is bahut hard, but our feelings are bahut soft. I totally get that line, but I just get weirded out a bit when people use bahut hard. Like, just like in a normal conversation, hey bro, are you okay? Yes bro, I'm bahut hard. That just sounds weird to me. Okay, and then he used the club one, which was 20 days of the year. The road is the club or something like that, which I totally did not understand. It is probably just a me problem, not exactly a VIR Das problem, but yeah, it was not exactly a great poem. It was a good poem though. And the best line, the one that I played in the starting, oh my god, where is the mic? Haha, this isn't the mic. The caller mic is right here actually. You probably cannot see it because I'm a genius. This isn't stand-up. This isn't stand-up comedy. This isn't a goddamn joke. There is a gigantic joke and it isn't funny. This was where I had goosebumps again. Really good line. So to conclude, I have no conclusion because I am a master of telling stories with no conclusions. But anyways, I hope you, like, no one got any value from this video probably. I just wanted to make this because I was really bored, and VIR Das, I find him really fascinating. I feel like he's probably one of India's best comedians, and he's probably I think he's the only one that is that big of a name at a global stage. So yeah, just wanted to address this to my audience of 200 subscribers. Yeah, that's really it about this video. Like, if I really had to conclude, what would be my conclusion? My conclusion probably would be that I think we really need to stop taking everything so seriously in India. In general, I think there's so many things, especially jokes in India, that we are just taking really seriously. Because I think the real reason why people write jokes is not to hurt anyone, it's just to make people laugh. Okay, and in a good way, not like laugh at anyone else. It's more about just to create a moment of happiness. And this was not exactly a joke. This was just a poem, and I think VIR Das did a great job in the sense that he used such a big platform to convey a message that he stands by. Because I think he had the series called 10 on 10, which I watched. It was really good. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you got some value. Like, right at this moment, I can see that it's 22:22. It's 22 minutes, and I also have like a really small intro. Oh my god, how am I supposed to edit a video that's 20 minutes long? God, I'll never be able to study. Anyways, it was nice seeing you. I hope to see you again soon. I'm making a video regarding? Who the hell uses regarding? This is not a school circular. Related to my board exams, how I'm prepping for them. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and maybe even hit the bell so that, like, just in case you're interested in that board video. Yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.